Good morning. Yeah, you'll have to talk up loud a little bit.
Good morning, and welcome to the 1992 Recognition Day Assembly in honor of our 1992 seniors. Would you please all stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will begin our service today with the scholarships for the seniors. Announcing the Student Council Scholarship is Miss Michelle McComas. The Band Boosters, Art Baldwin, George Lucas Memorials, the Wadsworth Band Boosters. Announcing the Rotary Club Scholarship is Mr. Jim Karps. Presenting the Lion Club Scholarship, Mr. Courtney Wise. Joe Mole Memorial, Mr. John Baker. The Academic Boosters Club, Mrs. Janet Keller. Awarding the Women's Club Scholarship is Mrs. Sue Cummings. The Scholarship Foundation, Mr. Roger Havens. The Franklin Wise, Mr. Roger Havens. Awarding the Wadsworth Running Club is Mr. Gene Ruckman. The All Sports Boosters Club, Mr. Len Marr. The Chester Fish Memorial, Mr. Colin Cranston and Stacy Simons. The Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Colin Cranston. The Robert Fenton Memorial, Mrs. Lori Easterling. The Winifred B. Young Memorial, Mrs. Linda Kramer. Awarding the faculty scholarships is Mrs. Patricia Allen. The University and Corporal scholarships, Dr. Nancy Meadows. And the Vocational Excellence, the Rotary Outstanding Students, Mr. Jim Karps. And Mrs. Sally Porter will be announcing the awards of merit, the Dustin Kramer Memorial, and the Elmer Larson Outstanding Business. Thank you.
Every year, the Student Council gives an award to a member of the council who has shown leadership, achievement, and need. This year's recipient has contributed greatly to Wadsworth High. She has been involved in numerous activities in which leadership and achievement have come naturally. Athletically, her ability to strive for success paid off by way of several Suburban League honors. However, her accomplishments were hardly limited to athletics. She also devoted countless hours of service to Wadsworth High School and to the community itself. Whenever a duty was left undone, she was there to help complete unfinished projects. Her ability to work with others and outgoing personality are two of her best characteristics. Her nomination and election to the homecoming court by her classmates earlier this year highlighted these qualities. It is my pleasure to award the Student Council Scholarship to Raymond George.
This year, the Wadsworth Band Boosters will be awarding 2 scholarships to Wadsworth students that have excelled in the music program in the years at Wadsworth High School and plan to continue the study of music in their college years to come. The first award is the George Lucas Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is being offered by the Wadsworth Band Boosters in memory of Mr. George Lucas. Mr. Lucas was very involved in the band program at Wadsworth for many years. He enjoyed watching the students achieve excellence, not only in the performance, but also in expanding their horizons and growing as individuals. The Wadsworth Band Boosters, therefore, will be honoring Mr. Lucas by offering help to our band students with their future education. Qualifications for the scholarships are as follows. Participation in the program full-time for a minimum of 3 years. A grade point average of at least 2.8. A promise that the student will continue in some form of music performance at the college level. This year's recipient of the George Lucas Memorial Scholarship is Jennifer Giordano. The next scholarship being awarded is the Art Baldwin Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is being offered by the Wadsworth Band Boosters in memory of Mr. Art Baldwin. Mr. Baldwin was director of the Wadsworth Band for many years, helping his students achieve excellence in their performance. The Wadsworth Band Boosters, therefore, wish to honor Mr. Baldwin by offering help to our band students with their future education by awarding a scholarship each year. Qualifications for the scholarship are as follows. They must major in music, and they must maintain a grade point average of at least 2.8. This year's recipient of the Art Baldwin Memorial Scholarship is Joe Whitman.
Pleasure to be here this morning on behalf of the Wadsworth Rotary Club. Last winter, in February, our club put on a stew dinner to raise funds for the students here today. Through the work of those members, we were able to put together 4 $750 scholarships for students, along with 2 awards for the top vocational students. A committee of 4 members was selected to screen some 60 applications to pick the top 4 that they thought would best represent the ideals of Rotary. The scholarship criteria was based on 4 areas: scholarship, extracurricular activities, community service, and character. So I'm proud to announce our winners today. The first award will go to Ann Snyder. The next award goes to Tiffany Drock. The next award winner is Kelly McCarthy. And our final award this year for scholarship goes to Hillary Holsworth.
It is a privilege to be here today representing the Wadsworth Lions Club, and I'll be announcing the 2 recipients of our $500 scholarships. Our scholarship committee, made up of Hal Bowers, attorney at law, Chief Michael King, the Wadsworth Police Chief, and chaired by Don Welliver, reviewed the applications on the merits of character, service, and achievement. The recommendations were brought to the Board of Directors, and the Board voted unanimously on both of the recipients. The first recipient of a $500 scholarship is Kara Kraus. The second recipient of the $500 scholarship is Rod Lovelace.
The Joseph Mull Memorial Scholarship was set up by a handful of Joe's high school friends. It's a $1,000 non-renewable scholarship. The recipient is selected by a small committee of Joe's friends, in which we feel exemplifies many of the same qualities that Joe had. This year's recipient was a Student of the Month, member of the National Honor Society, Student Council Homeroom Representative, captain of the girls' varsity basketball and soccer team, and a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I'd like to congratulate Monique Marr.
It is an honor for me today to represent the Academic Boosters Club as its president this school year. The major purpose of this club, which was organized here 4 years ago, is to promote and recognize outstanding achievement among the students of Wadsworth High School. This school year, Academic Boosters Club has awarded honor roll students with special certificates along with free movie passes, compliments of Great Oak Cinema, and coupons for ice cream, compliments of the Biddingers. Also, after second quarter, lockers of honor roll students were decorated and large homemade cookies were given to the most improved students as selected by the faculty. Running the concession stand at the Grizzly Invitational, a donut sale, a sucker sale, and a big cookie sale, along with memberships, an anonymous gift of $300 by a faculty member, and 2 other gifts from parents, allow us to be able to offer 6 $250 book scholarships today. We would like to thank Mr. Paulia, the administration, the faculty, and the staff for the excellent cooperation and support we have received this year. The following students have exemplified excellence in academics, service, and activities. Our first recipient, one of the top scholars of the class and a member of the academic decathlon team, has been active in theater and a member of the drama club, thespians, and the figure skating association. She enjoys helping others and has given assistance to individual students and other organizations such as the March of Dimes by participating in the walkathon. Her love of writing and the experience she has gained for 2 years on the Bruin staff will indeed help her as she studies journalism at Ohio State University. It is with great pleasure that we award a $250 book scholarship to Christine Jennings. The next recipient is an outstanding student in his class and a National Merit finalist. For 2 years, he has been a state qualifier in debate. In addition to serving through National Honor Society and Key Club, He enjoys helping students in many ways. He has served on the Bruin staff this year and enjoys the study of literature. This second recipient plans to possibly be an English major at Denison University in the fall. Congratulations, Grant Potts. Our third award winner has already gone on rounds with her family doctor, volunteered frequently at Magnolia Nursing Home through the National Honor Society, and hopes to pursue a career in medicine. She has been a basketball and volleyball player at Wadsworth, and this year made all-county and all-district in volleyball. A Teams Test participant as a junior, this leader has enjoyed helping others through an insight group for youth with drinking and drug problems. We are pleased to offer a $250 book scholarship to Heather Haley. Next, we honor a senior who has served as captain of the tennis team and president of the National Forensic League. This year, she qualified for state, came in second in the state in foreign extemp. She also qualified for the national tournament and will be leaving soon with Mr. Gaines for Fargo, North Dakota. Also, she has helped others in many ways. One way, by serving as a candy striper at Akron Children's Medical Center for 4 years. It is with great pleasure that we offer this book scholarship to a National Merit Commended Scholar who will be attending Dickinson College in Carlisle, Pennsylvania in the fall, Laura King. Our next recipient and scholar has shown leadership in student council. She has also been active in the National Honor Society and the National Forensic League. However, the majority of her free time has been spent dancing with the Wadsworth School of Ballet and the Northeast Ohio Dance Ensemble. These activities will indeed help her as she pursues a career in dance. Congratulations, Rachel Venner. Our sixth recipient we honor today has been very active in softball, choir, and show choir. She is also a member of the National Honor Society and was a member of the National Forensic League for 2 years. Her attendance at clinics on hotel management and her work at Bob Evans will help her in her pursuit of a career in business administration. We are pleased to honor a graduate who will be attending Miami University in the fall, Christy Greckney. Congratulations to these 6 worthy scholars.
Today I am proud to represent the Women's Club of Wadsworth by awarding their Achievement Awards to 2 senior women who have successfully accomplished many goals and who have exhibited outstanding leadership qualities, all the while maintaining an excellent scholastic record during their 4 years of high school. The scholastic achievements of our 2 winners have been to maintain excellent grades, which have led to a high standing in class rank, participating in the Math League tests, as well as participating on the academic decathlon team and taking advanced placement classes. Achievements in leadership have been exhibited by their election to the National Honor Society as juniors, serving as members of Student Council, and one has served as a class officer for 2 years. Here, the similarities between the two young women ends. For their extracurricular activities, they chose 2 different directions. One young woman chose to develop her talents through forensics and drama. She was on the debate team all 4 years and spent 2 years in the drama club, serving time before the lights in several productions. The other young woman chose athletics for her extracurricular activities, participating all 4 years in volleyball, basketball, and track. She won Suburban League honors her senior year. And just last Thursday, she broke a 15-year school record for a track event and will be representing Wadsworth High School at the state meet this weekend. While it is true that many senior women have also had an excellent scholastic record, exhibited fine leadership qualities, and participated in a variety of extracurricular activities, this year's Achievement Award winners have attained some special recognition to set them apart. Our one winner was selected as the representative from Wadsworth High School to attend the Hugh O'Brien Youth Foundation seminar as a sophomore. As a junior, she was one of 60 students selected from throughout the state to attend the Martin Essex School for the Gifted. And as a senior, she was chosen to attend a week-long National Young Leaders Conference in Washington, D.C. Any one of these honors would be considered prestigious, but to receive all 3 honors is outstanding. Our other Achievement Award winner has been selected to participate in the People-to-People Science Exchange program this summer. She will be leaving very soon after she attends state meet and graduates, and she will be going to spend several weeks in Russia, where she will be able to learn and exchange ideas with others from around the world in her chosen field of science. It is with great pride that I present to you now the 2 young women who are being presented the Wadsworth Women's Club Achievement Awards for 1992, Jeanette Wise and Jennifer Bruni.
Congratulations to you. Yeah, best wishes to you.
Around 15 years ago, I was sitting out there in the crowd, and I understand how hard these benches and chairs are becoming, so I'll make mine short and to the point. First off, I want to give out the Franklin Scholarship Award. This is given out by the Franklin Wise Group, which made up of the parents of the current students there at Franklin School, and they want to award it to a former Franklin School child. And as we went down through the scholarship applications, this one stood out among all of them because she attended Franklin for 6 years. And she was the only applicant who attended Franklin School for 6 years. And at this time, I would like to give the $100 check to Jeanette Wise. Before I go on, I'd like to congratulate all my former students from Valley View School, and I knew you could make it. It seems like it was only yesterday that we were doing our own award ceremonies there at Valley View School, and many of you who are receiving awards today also received awards 7 years ago. The other award I have to give out is also a scholarship. This is for $1,000. This is not given to a student who excels in sports or excels academically. This is one for a person who falls in the medium range, who is a hard worker and maintains average or slightly above average grades. As you know, statistically, most students fall into this category. However, as many things go, when the scholarships are given out, they're usually given out for the sports-oriented or the scholastic-oriented students. So this person I am giving this to is an average student and also has shown a good, strong work ethic over the years. And the committee that made up the scholarship foundation felt this person was probably the best person to receive this at this point in time. And by the way, the group is made up of citizens of Wadsworth, and I'm here representing those people. Anyone in the audience, if they would like to make a donation, they are welcome to do so. It's called the Scholarship Foundation of Wadsworth. And again, it's given out by the citizens of Wadsworth, and I'm going to now give it to a former Valley View student, Adam Blueball.
This will be the 7th year the Wadsworth Running Club will donate the proceeds of our 4-mile classic held in March to a male and female track and/or cross-country runners. We want to thank the many local merchants that help sponsor our race to make these scholarships possible. The winners are chosen by the track and cross-country coaches. They look for leadership and hard-working qualities in these athletes. The female winner is truly one of these special athletes, Julie Watson. This year we have 2 special male athletes, Josh Williams and Mark Bulleman.
This is the first year that the Wadsworth All Sports Booster Club will be giving 2 $500 scholarships to a female and male senior athlete. The committee that chose the 2 student athletes are made up of the officers of the Booster Club with recommendations from their coaches. The first winner of the $500 scholarship is Miss Stacy Simons. The next winner is Mr. Tom Fortner. The Chester Fish Memorial Scholarship, an amount of $1,000, is made possible through the efforts of the Wadsworth Firefighters Association.
in memory of the late chief of the Wadsworth Fire Department. The scholarship is awarded to a student desiring to continue their education in a vocational field. And presenting the scholarship this year is the granddaughter of Chief Fish Stacy Simons.
I'm proud to announce this year's recipient of the Chester Fish Memorial is Tom Sayer.
The Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce is pleased to announce the creation of a $500 scholarship to be presented to a Wadsworth High School senior finding a career in the business field. Such a wide and varied field created a large group of applicants, and the committee had a very difficult task in choosing a winner. After much deliberation, it chose as a recipient of the first Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce scholarship, Donald Hurley. The Wadsworth Performing Arts Association has requested that the Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce take over the administration of the Fine Arts Scholarship. This award in the amount of $500 is targeted for Wadsworth and Ripon High School seniors who are pursuing a fine arts major at an accredited college or university. For the purpose of this scholarship, the creative arts include architecture, graphic arts, commercial design and photography, theater and filmmaking, literature including journalism, dance, painting, sculpture, and music. The winner of the Chamber of Commerce's 1992 Performing Arts Scholarship is Christopher Stonier.
Good morning. 8 years ago today, I was sitting in the audience during this awards ceremony. At that time, I had no idea what my future would hold. I know I was scared and a little excited because I had finished high school. But as I thought about graduation, I knew that meant starting college. College would be my biggest challenge, both financially and academically. And as I was sitting in the chairs that you are today, I heard the speaker talking about Robert Fenton. Wow, I thought he had some excellent achievements. Then they announced my name. That was 1984, and I was the first to receive this honor. I realize now that it was my first stepping stone to a college degree. I am now a graduate of Kent State University with my bachelor's in nursing, and I am presently working at Wadsworth Whitman Hospital in their special care unit. That's enough about me. Let me tell you a little bit about Robert Fenton. He graduated in 1974 from Wadsworth High School. That was 18 years ago. From here, he went to Ohio State, where he had a full Air Force ROTC scholarship, majored in geology and mineralogy. His extracurricular activities include Air Force ROTC Mountaineering Club, Judo Club, Central Ohio War Games. In May 1978, 2 weeks before his Ohio State graduation, he was diagnosed with acute leukemia. That didn't stop Robert. He continued during fighting his illness and the devastating effects of the chemotherapy. He finished his senior thesis and graduated in August of 1978 with his bachelor's degree. In 1980, he received the Special Achievements Award from the United States Department of the Interior for his work as a geologist at the Bureau of Mines in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He planned to continue his studies as a hydrogeology and environmental geology at Texas A&M in 1981. What bothered Robert most was the environmental problems, and his greatest desire was for a clean and unspoiled world. Robert died in April of 1981,
3 years after his initial diagnosis and 2 weeks before his 25th birthday. His disease did not stop him from living a full life, as evidenced by the comments that his parents received after his death. Friends and family described him as having a strong faith in God, being uniquely special, and though his life was brief, he made an impact that cannot be forgotten. I received the award 8 years ago, and it was my first stepping stone towards a college and improving myself in our world. I hope today's recipient uses it wisely and productively towards his college degree and his contributions to a clean and unspoiled world. I'm proud to award the Robert Fenton Scholarship to Brad Demeter.
I'm sitting here looking out at your faces and thinking of something Mr. Leggett said last year. This is not word for word, but he said something to the effect that all of you here will not be winners, and we're not winners today. For the underclassmen, your time is yet to come. For the rest of you that don't receive awards today, somewhere, somehow in life, you will be winners. The Winifred Beach Young Award is given by Winifred Beach Young. She died in 1967, and she stated in her will that $1,000 per year be paid into a scholarship in memory of her cousin, Florence Chandler, for the purpose of assisting a graduate during the first year of college. I'm going to start over. I'm going to start over because I know you're getting tired of sitting, but I really want to say what I said before. Last year, Mr. Leggett said something to the effect, and this is not word for word, that all of you today would not be winners. To the underclassmen, your time is coming. The rest of you, if you do not win an award or receive an award today, your time is coming. Through the rest of your life, you will be winners. Winifred Beach Young died in 1967, and she stated in her will that $1,000 be paid into a scholarship every year in memory of her cousin, Florence Chandler, for the purpose of assisting a graduate during the first year of college. This scholarship is awarded for achievement and character. This year's winner has a long list of achievements. She won first place in creative writing in 4-H at the Ohio State Fair. She writes for the Bruin. She was cross-country team captain. She was chosen Athlete of the Week in cross-country by the Plain Dealer. She placed 26th in the state in cross-country finals last year, and she has many honors in 4-H. She has contributed to the community by being a nursing home visitor, recycling for dialysis patients, helping with care packages for Desert Storm soldiers, and many other things in the community. She believes in preserving our environment and is an outdoors person. She believes the purpose of education is to benefit mankind, and to that end, she will study environmental science at Berea College in Kentucky. Her check will be sent on to her college. The winner of this year's Winifred Beach Young Award is Julie Watson.
The Wadsworth High School Faculty Scholarship Fund was established in the fall of 1987 by the faculty and administrators of Wadsworth High School, who are its sole contributors. Since the spring of 1988, our Faculty Scholarship Fund has awarded $15,000 to deserving Wadsworth High School students. It has been our goal to provide financial assistance to worthy Wadsworth graduates wishing to further their education, who have demonstrated strong initiative and good character both in and out of the school environment. This year, out of 42 applicants, we are proud to award 4 $750 scholarships to very deserving members of the class of 1992. It is my pleasure and honor to present our faculty scholarship to Alexi Aguilar, Kelly McCarthy, Mary Schilling, and Julie Watson. Congratulations. Going to recognize some 30 individuals in this senior class who have looked outside of Wadsworth for financial aid for college. It is my privilege on behalf of all the faculty and staff to recognize these individuals as they have been awarded some $310,000 for further education. We congratulate each one of you for your persistence in pursuing those scholarships. And we thank you for being such good students for us over the past 4 years. I'm going to call each one of you forward to receive certificates, and as I do, I'd ask you to find that teacher who is awarding you that certificate and then come up and line up behind me on the stage here. And please hold your applause until we reach the end of this long line of people. Brad Demeter will receive financial aid from Bowling Green State University for his status as a National Merit finalist. Brad also receives the American Municipal Power Company Scholarship from Ohio. Mrs. Toth has his award. Michelle Selby receives financial aid from the Akron Machine Institute and the Akron chapter of the National Tooling and Machining Association. Michelle will further her skills in the machine trades. The Ohio University Manasseh Cutler Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Hillary Holsworth. We have 3 young ladies who will continue to further their skills at the Hair Design Center in Columbus. They have been awarded substantial scholarships. Tracy Springer, Tricia Conley, and Amy Dillinger. Would you please come and accept your certificates from Mrs. Taylor? Tracy Moeller will continue her education at Kent State University. She has received an award from the United States Department of Education, Teacher Development and Curriculum Studies.
Jim Williams is being recognized for his finalist status in national merit. He will receive scholarships from the University of Cincinnati Voorhees Tuition Trust Fund, the Robert Byrd Congressional Scholarship, and the Ohio Academic Scholarship. Jeremy Gott is also a National Merit finalist, and he will receive awards from Bowling Green State University. Sonny Andriotti will receive a scholarship from the Medina County Art Association. Grant Potts, a National Merit finalist, will receive a scholarship from Denison University, the Faculty Achievement Award, the Robert Byrd Congressional Scholarship, the Ohio Academic Scholarship, and the Bridgestone Firestone National Merit Award. Kristen Kepner is receiving the James A. Garfield Memorial from Hiram College, as well as a scholarship from their School of Music. We would also like to recognize Laura King, Rick Kinzinger, and Deborah Ray. These three individuals have been commended by the National Merit Corporation for having scored in the top 5% on the PSAT. Cindy Minton will receive the Presidential Scholarship from Milligan College. Jennifer Bruni is receiving the Presidential Scholarship from Case Western Reserve University, and Jennifer also receives the Ohio Academic Scholarship. Heather McClure is being recognized by the Disciples of Christ and will receive their scholarship. Chris Jennings is going to Ohio State University, where she will receive the Name and Seal Scholarship as well as the Scarlet and Gray Scholarship. John Feaster has received a full scholarship from Virginia Military Institute. Jeanette Wise is receiving a substantial scholarship from Wittenberg University through their Broadwell Chin Scholarship. She's been named a university scholar and has also been given a grant from the Wittenberg University. Cindy Burden will be attending Case Western Reserve University School of Nursing. She has received their Bolton Scholarship. Rachel Venner is going to go to New York to study at the Tisch School of Performing Arts. She has received their Trustees Scholarship. Beth Miller. Beth will attend Otterbein College and has received their Scholars Award. Deborah Andreka will go to Heidelberg College. She has received major awards from the School of Music as well as a college grant. Tiffany Drack will attend Ohio State University, where she is receiving the Scarlet and Gray Scholarship. Dina Berowitz is being honored by the Greater Akron Basketball Coaches Association. Monique Marr has received a major grant from Mount Vernon Nazarene College. The Akron Youth Symphony is honoring Joe Whitman with its senior scholarship, and Joe also receives a scholarship from the University of Akron School of Music. And Melinda Floyd is going to Baldwin Wallace College, where she will receive their Presidential Scholarship as well as their Alumni Scholarship. Let's show these young people their honor and due respect.
On behalf of the Rotary Club again, we'd like to recognize two vocational students who have shown excellent qualities in their endeavors. The first award winner is a member of the Cooperative Business Education Program, Regional President of the Business Professionals of America for 91 and 92, Regional Historian of Business Professionals of America for 90 and 91. She is currently employed by Cornwell Quality Tool here in Wadsworth, and she plans to attend Stark Technical College to study court reporting. Our award goes to Heidi Wilson. The male winner of our award today is a member of the carpentry program. He was a leader in his class in construction of the house that they build each year. He has contributed to the drama production and building the sets, and he plans to go on to serve in the United States Marines after graduation. Tom Davis.
Morning. Our Ohio Award of Vocational Merit winners are on the inside of the program. If you'll look back at the page where it says Ohio Award of Vocational Merit, the students listed there will receive their certificate after the commencement ceremony on Sunday. But I'd like to have each of you people stand at your seats right now, please. Eric Armstead, Cindy Baumgartner, Adam Blueball, Ryan Book, if you'll please stand, Tom Davis, Jenny Dillon, John Horner, Heather Huff, Amy Jessel, Scott Kasner, Jenny Krieger, Erica Lehman, Cindy Leibold, Keith Lechty, Stephanie Sir Lewis, Monique Marr, Cara McLaughlin, Sasha Miller, Cindy Mitten, Tracy Moeller, Jenny Parks, Scott Petty, Tom Sayre, Mary Schilling, Michelle Selby, Amy Shaw, Stephanie Sigmund, Jamie Slinger, Kelly Smith, Ann Snyder, Tracy Springer, Cindy Stauffer, Steve Simpring, and Christy White and Heidi Wilson. And Steve, I always butcher your name. Let's give these people a round of applause, please. They are chosen for this award for above average attendance, achievement in academic courses, participation in activities, and demonstration of good citizenship. Thank you and good luck in your careers. The Dustin Kramer Memorial Award is an award given by his family. Dustin Kramer was chosen as the Outstanding Vocational Award winner in 1976 for his attitude, cooperation, and for the exceptionally high score that he received on the state automotive's vocational test. Shortly after graduation, Dustin died. And at that time, his family established the memorial. Mrs. Kramer, who is currently our school board president, has enjoyed watching other automotive students pursue their careers, the career that Dustin would have followed. Each year, she donates a watch to a student who demonstrates the outstanding skills that her son did many years ago. She, along with our high school staff, wish this year's participant and award winner a successful career. Tom Sayre.
You ever hear the words, "This is the first day of the rest of your life"? Well, this is it for the graduating seniors. I compliment you for your diligence in completing your education, but the rest of your life, you're going to be in a different world. You really don't need money. You need a lot of spunk and attitude and all that it takes to get a job done. Without taking any more time, I want to present an award to the student in the data accounting program, and he's been selected by the faculty. The student eligible for this award is none other than Ryan Book.
I want to thank the students and the parents this morning before we take our first break. This is about an hour lecture in chemistry class, so we'll take a break in place. Please do not leave the auditorium. We'll change speakers. We're about halfway there. Stand up and take a break in place.
and their presenters. Under academic excellence, presenting the academic decathlon, Mr. Rick Miller. Perfect attendance, Mr. Ron Jones. Award of Merit, Academic Excellence, Outstanding Students, Bruin Top Staffer, and the Presidential Academic Fitness Award by Mr. Anthony Paglia. The Navy Honors Program will be announced by Chief Victor Crawford. Under Fine Arts Excellence, Mr. Anthony Paglia will announce the Voice of Democracy, the NFL National Qualifiers, and Outstanding Students. The National Honor Society will be represented by Kelly McCarthy and Mark Balluman, and the retiring teachers staff by Mr. Chuck Parsons. Under Athletic Achievements, Mr. Glenn Wojak will announce the Grizzly Memorial Award, Mr. Matt Taggart, the Tony Detweiler Memorial, Sergeant Jeff Roseman, the Marine Distinguished Athletes, Captain Tim Shea, the Scholar Athletes, Mrs. Sally Porter, the Helen Allen Libert Memorial, Mr. Len Marr, the Booster Club Outstanding Athletes, and Mr. Tom Cranston and Mr. Ron Jones, the OHSAA Scholar Athletes. For leadership and character, the I Dare You Award, the Jerry Ann Sechrist Memorial, the Lori Sechrist Memorial, and the Women's Leadership Award will be announced by Dr. Nancy Meadows. Students of the Month, Mr. Roger Greckney. Whisperer Outstanding Seniors, Mrs. Karen Longfield. The Gyro Club Award, Mr. Pat Brannigan. And the Goldstein Memorials, Mrs. Linda Kramer. And our closing remarks will be made by Mr. Anthony Paglia.
I'm here to recognize a group of students to make up our United States Academic Decathlon team. The sole purpose of this organization is for competition. The students are divided into 3 divisions based on their grade point average, qualifying them into 3 different areas. Would the members please come forward when I call your name? Our Honors Division, Jennifer Bruni, Grant Potts, and Julie Woodrum. In our Scholastics Division, Christine Jennings, Jeanette Wise, Julie Brown. In our Varsity Division, Wendy Moorhead, Erin Hutchison, and Ann Snyder. These 9 students, like their athletic counterparts in a decathlon, study for and prepare and research in 10 different testing events. We would like to thank especially all those teachers who help in our tutoring sessions throughout the year, so they may also share in the recognition of this team. This year, our academic decathlon team came in 8th in the state, and we're very proud of that. The top scorers in each division are awarded a pin from the United States Decathlon Committee. The top scorer in the varsity division was Erin Hutchison. The top scorer in the Scholastics division was Jeanette Wise. The top scorer for Honors Division really was a virtual tie. There was a little bit of a scoring mix-up when we went to the final competition, and both Jennifer Bruni and Grant Potts scored within 5 points of one another, so they both get a pin. We also would recognize the fact that in our 8th place finish, that means that we scored pretty well consistent all the way across through all 3 divisions. We had 2 medal winners, but also helping us to score in the 8th place, we had Wendy Moorhead, who was in the top 5 in the math category, Erin Hutchison, who made the top 5 in the essay division, and in the honors group, Grant Potts, top 5 in interview, and also a bronze winner for 3rd place overall in math. and Jennifer Bruni, who made top 5 in speech category, and also first in the state, winning a gold medal in math. The United States Decathlon Division for the state of Ohio also issues to each student a certificate of honor. Wendy Moorhead. The last recognition we have for these students comes in the form of some recognition letters. I'll read just a part of each of these. You, the young people of today, are doubly challenged to reach out not just beyond the physical confines of our planet and the limits of present knowledge, but also beyond the confining prejudices of our past. To you belongs the enormous opportunity to overcome the fears, mistrust, and greed that have encumbered us in the past. I am proud today to recognize the accomplishments in this rigorous academic competition. Even more, I am hopeful for the future because of your commitment to developing the skills and knowledge to meet the challenges of learning to live in harmony with one another and caring for our priceless legacy, planet Earth. Signed, Senator John Glenn. The last letter of recognition, I commend the Academic Decathlon for providing an appropriate forum to not only honor scholastic excellence and achievement, but applaud the talents, skills, and efforts of all participants. I congratulate all those who have worked so hard to make this year's event a success and extend my best wishes to the competitors. Regardless of the outcome, they are all winners. Signed, Howard Metzenbaum, also United States Senator. So I'll pass these out, and this is our 8th place Academic Decathlon team for 1992.
I'm here to recognize students who have had perfect attendance up through May 11th. In your program, if you would refer to the page, there are 56 students' names listed there who have had perfect attendance, no tardies, no absence of any type, up through May 11th. I'm not going to read every name on that list, but I would like to tell the students that tomorrow, if you're here, stop by the attendance office and you can pick up your certificate. I would like to mention a few of these students who have had perfect attendance throughout the years that they've been at Wadsworth. Certainly all the freshmen, there are 15 out of a class of 289. You have perfect attendance going now, and we challenge you to keep it going through the remainder of your high school years. In the sophomore class, I'd like to have these 6 individuals please stand. These individuals have had perfect attendance for 2 years now, 9th and 10th grade year. Andrew Albright, Lori Chrislip, Cynthia Davis, Mark Rockhorst, Bert Smith, and Mira Vukovic. Let's give those students a round of applause. In the junior class, there are 4 students out of 285 that have had perfect attendance every year since their freshman year. And I'd like to have these students stand. 3 years perfect attendance. Michelle Horvath, Stephanie Horvath, David Keller, and Matt Miller. Let's give them a round of applause. In the senior class, I would like to recognize a few students. First of all, out of 4 years, these 2 students have had 2 years perfect attendance. Rob Fike and Keegan McDivitt. Please stand. These next 2 seniors have had 3 out of 4 years perfect attendance. Charlene Flaherty and A.J. Gissinger. Please stand. And out of 235 students, there's one student who has had 4 years perfect attendance up to May 11th. Alexi Aguilar, please stand up. Obviously, making it through any year without any tardies or days missed or half days missed is quite an accomplishment. And those of you that have perfect records going, I encourage you to continue with that. Thank you.
We're going to go through some rosters of some names that I'd like to recognize some students for some qualities from the state and from the President of the United States. In your program, the first award goes to those students from the Ohio State Board of Education. It's called the Award of Academic Merit. You must have had a 3.5 grade point average in basic studies, which includes 4 years of English, 3 years of mathematics, 3 years of science, 3 years of foreign language, 1 year of world history, and 2 years of social studies. I will not read the names, but we'd like those seniors to stand at this time and please be recognized. Seniors, Lexi, Jeanette, please stand right in front. Those of you that have had, let's give them a nice round of applause, please. The next group of students I'd like to recognize qualifies for what they call the Academic Excellence Award. The Academic Excellence Award are for those students that have maintained a 3.5 grade point average or higher for the first semester. For those seniors that have maintained their 3.5 grade point average or higher will receive a recognition award at commencement next week. Those students that are in 9th, 10th, and 11th grade that are listed will receive their awards of achievement of 3.5 GPA average for the school year next fall. We hope that you maintain this average through exams this week. Those students are listed in your programs. The seniors you can see on the very first page, and then juniors, sophomores. We have a tremendous list of freshmen that have started out the first semester with a 3.5. So those students at this time, I congratulate you, and let's hope that you make it through exams the rest of this week. At this time, I'd like to announce the Outstanding Students Awards presented by our staff members. This award is given to the outstanding senior in every discipline in the school. The first award I'd like to make be presented to our outstanding social studies senior of the year, Hillary Holsworth. Hillary. The next outstanding senior award will be honored to our top math student of the year. At this time, I'd like to recognize Jim Williams. Jim, please come up. I'm not going to let Jim get away because since I have him up here as the Ohio, or our outstanding math student of the year, I also have about 4 or 5 other certificates for Jim. Jim is presented with the American Mathematics Competition Award for outstanding proficiency in mathematics exams. For those of you that do not know Jim, he's taking his second year calculus at the University of Akron at this present time. And he finished our calculus program last year with all A's. And he will be competing this summer for an opportunity to go to the Soviet Union and represent the United States of America as one of our top math students. This is Mr. Jim Williams. Thank you. The next award goes to the outstanding art student in the high school. For those of you that had an opportunity to go to the art show last week, his displays will be presented in the library after the assembly. He's not my namesake, but he's an original Sonny. Sonny Andretti, come on up. Sonny. next award is in our Fine Arts Department. It goes to an outstanding senior young lady who's interested in drama and theater, Melissa Campbell. Melissa? Another one of our top students at Wadsworth High School this year, a senior, we mentioned before he's a National Merit semifinalist, our top English Student of the Year, Mr. Grant Potts. Grant? In our foreign language department, we give an award to those students that are tops in their foreign language. Top Latin student this year, Brad Demeter. Brad? Our top Spanish student this year, Mark Blumen. Mark? And our top instrumental music award winner, senior, Mr. Joe Whitman. Joe? And the last senior award goes to a very talented young lady, vocal music department, Miss Debbie Andreka. Debbie? Debbie and I go back a long way. We won't get into her freshman year. At this time, I'd like to change gears a little bit and recognize a couple students from our Bruin or journalism department. Mr. Gramuglia, their advisor, gives 2 awards to our top staffers. The first one has done amazing work on the computer this year, taught everyone in the Bruin staff, including Mr. Gramuglia, how to run the new computer system. And he spent long hours after school making our newspaper one of the finest in the state of Ohio. This year we were recognized as second place in the NEO Kent State University Press Day. And at this time I'd like to recognize Ryan Missett. Ryan, come on up. And always keeping Coach Gramuglia on his toes and the Bruin staff for the past 2 years, co-editor of the paper. She has probably the best writing skills on staff. She does the extra work to show what the perfection it takes is Brenda Knopp. Brenda, you there? Come on out. Especially want to thank Mr. Gramuglia, their advisor, for the fine job that the newspaper has done this past year. This time, a young lady I'd like to recognize has already been up on stage a few times, but I think it takes extra award and recognition for the qualifications and the job that she's done. This young lady will be going off to this summer to the national speech and debate tournaments in North Dakota with Mr. Gaines. She is our national qualifier. for the first time in a long time that we're going to send someone back out. She's also a top qualifier in the state. At this time, Laura King, would you please come forward?
Hi, the United States Navy would like to take pleasure in presenting the following Wadsworth High School seniors with the Navy's Honor Program Certificate of Achievement for Academic Excellence. Mr. McMillan's going to call them up and I'll hand it to him.
Susan Fongheiser. Susan Fongheiser. Beth Miller. Rebecca Kovac. Brenda Knopf. Laura King. Jennifer Mazura. Kristen Kepner. Kelly McCarthy. Rick Kinsinger. Rachel Benner. Cynthia Burton. Jennifer Giordano. Alexia Aguilar. Jeremy Gott. Jason Arney. Christy Greckney. Hillary Halsworth. Jennifer Bruni. Rebecca Scott. Christine Jennings. Mark Balluman. Brad Demeter. Jeanette Wise. Grant Potts. And Jim Williams.
Teacher of the Year has been a dedicated teacher at Wadsworth High School for 16 years. This busy graduate of Kent State not only finds time for weekly, much-needed study sessions, but also the time to raise 3 rambunctious boys. This teacher was also the first recipient of the Teacher of the Year award. It is a tremendous privilege for me to honor, on behalf of the National Honor Society, Mrs. Roseanne Barlow as Teacher of the Year for 1992.
Let me just say a couple things. There are so many deserving teachers that this is unbelievable. I would like to thank and accept this award on behalf of the rest of the math teachers in our department, because without them, my job would be very difficult. They make my job very pleasurable. Congratulations to this graduating class. You're an outstanding group of people. Always remember how bright you are and what you can do with what you have upstairs, because I've seen it. Good luck to all of you. Thank you.
Teaching is a very important and a very rewarding profession. If an artist were commissioned to paint a mural representing the careers of the teachers retiring this year, it would be a huge painting. The artist would have to use many bright, joyful colors. It would contain the faces of hundreds of students whom these individuals have touched over their lives. The real testimony to their work will be sitting in front of them in just a few moments, because you are what they are all about. They're people who have cared over the years for you and for others. They're individuals who've truly made a difference in this world through their hard work. At this time, I would like the following individuals to join me on stage, standing behind me for the remainder of my comments and a brief presentation. Mr. Gary Havens, who has taught in our district 18 years as a math teacher. Mrs. Alice Taylor, who has taught 19 years in cosmetology. Miss Bernadine Kavalchin, who has taught 21 years, DHO, medical career training, and as our school nurse. Mr. Roger Crislip, who has taught 22 years in occupational work experience and industrial arts. Mr. Willard Houston, who has taught 24 years electronics, industrial arts, and chemistry. Mrs. Sharon Gandy, who has taught 26 years English. Mr. Dennis Rothaker, who has taught 27 years special education. And Mr. Laurel Mast, who has been with our district 35 years as a math teacher and athletic director. I'm going to ask all of the teachers standing here to open the gift at the same time. It is a silver album, which is engraved on the front, and I would like for them to open them together and to look at the first page, which has a picture of each one of them when they began their career in Wadsworth. While they're doing that, while they're standing here, I would remind you that collectively, these individuals have been helping young people for nearly 2 centuries, 192 years of teaching experience. I've been blessed to know each one of them, and I know that they each have given more than they've received, yet each one will tell you just the opposite. Each one will say that his or her students have given them unmeasurably more joy over the years than these teachers have given. As I looked at them opening their gift, I'm sure each of them was reminded of the way they looked when they began. Certain aspects of their physical appearance have changed, but a few things haven't. You have kept that look of empathy in your eye, and you have also kept that joyful smile, which has encouraged so many students. On behalf of our community, on behalf of the students and myself, thank you for caring about kids and working so hard to make their lives better. Thank you.
My pleasure to be here on behalf of Sun Newspapers to present the Grizzly Memorial Award. First presented in 1945 to the late Judge James Foreman, this award has a long and rich tradition. The late news banner publisher H.J. Hall created the award to honor outstanding Wadsworth High athletes and also to remember past athletes who had served in World War II. The winner is chosen by a vote of his teammates and coaches and receives a wristwatch with his name and the name of the award engraved on it. He must have played football and at least one other varsity sport to be eligible. The recipient is also chosen for his display of team spirit, clean play, leadership, sound classroom work, willingness to follow orders without complaint, and faithful attendance at practice sessions. This year's winner certainly meets all those qualifications and more. He has earned the respect of his coaches and teammates on and off the field. The most valuable player of the Wadsworth High football team and a regional qualifier in track, this year's Grizzly Memorial Award winner is Rod Lovelace.
class of 1992 did not know Tony Detweiler, his characteristics are still well remembered at Wadsworth High School today. Tony Detweiler was an active and admired leader in athletics and organization. He was likable with a ready smile. When things were at their lowest, he was there helping, encouraging, and laughing. But most of all, he was a friend. The 1992 athlete earning this honor should walk taller, hold his head higher, and forever be proud to receive this award in Tony's name. This year, a most deserving recipient of the Tony Detweiler Memorial Award is Eric Thompson. The United States Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award is just that, a distinguished athlete. It goes to the athlete in this school who demonstrates the courage, the self-confidence, and the leadership, both on the playing field and off. This year's Distinguished Athlete Award goes to Mr. Eric Thompson.
Good morning. My name is Captain Timothy Shea. I'm the recruiting company commander for the Army in Akron. And the award that I'm here to present today is United States Army Reserve medallions and certificates for the scholar athletes. We have a saying in the Army, and that's be all you can be. And that denotes both academic excellence and athletic prowess. And I'm pleased to announce today's award winners of Mark Balluman, I believe. There you go. Come on up, boss. And Jennifer Bruni. Come on up, Jen. There you go, Jennifer. Come on now. I got on one side.
The Helen Allen Liebert Memorial Award was established by her family to be given to recognize a senior girl athlete who has won a varsity award her senior year and has lettered in one other sport during her high school career. This award is given in recognition of good athletic ability, sound moral character, leadership, cooperation, team play, and for having a classroom average of C or better. We had a tough decision again this year, but our selection that will be here to honor Helen Allen Liebert will be Jennifer Bruni. Jennifer, would you come forward?
The Wadsworth High School Outstanding Male and Female Athlete Award was established in 1979 by the Wadsworth All Sports Booster Club for the purpose of recognizing the outstanding male and female athlete in the graduating class. Any head coach may nominate an athlete he feels is qualified for the award. The selections are then made by a committee composed of the athletic director and 4 head coaches, 2 in a boys' sport, 2 in a girls' sport, appointed by the athletic director. This year's male outstanding athlete is Kevin Cannell.
And this year's outstanding female athlete is Monique Maher.
The Ohio High School Athletic Association Scholar Athlete Award exemplifies the OHSAA's commitment to academic excellence while participating in interscholastic athletics. The award goes to a senior boy and girl at each member high school throughout the state of Ohio. The recipient must have a high scholastic average and must receive a minimum of 4 varsity letters in all sports combined. The young man I'm about to introduce, I've had the privilege to coach. He's a fine young man. He's got an excellent head on his shoulders, and he sets a great example for others to follow. He comes from a fine family, and his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Hurley, can be very proud of their son, Don.
The female recipient of the Ohio High School Athletic Association Award is an outstanding academic student. She has a grade point average of 3.9. She's active in church affairs. She's worked with the elderly at Magnolia. She's an excellent art student, and she's won a total of 9 varsity athletic letters in her high school career in soccer, cross country, basketball, and track. And she culminated her career in athletics by placing 6th this past weekend at the regional track meet in Dublin. I'm proud to give this award to Kelly McCarthy.
The I Dare You Award is given to 2 juniors. The purpose of this award is to recognize their potential for leadership and to encourage their community service and giving help to others. We hope that this award will inspire them to even higher achievements. We would like to award them for their balanced life of work, service, and recreation. We'd like to honor those 2 young people, Sarah Wilfong and John Plattick. The Jerry Ann Segrist Memorial is given to 1 senior girl each year. It is sponsored by the National Honor Society in memory of Jerry Ann, who graduated 15 years ago. Jerry Ann was a cancer patient, but in spite of all of her pain and the surgeries and school that she had to miss, she always did an excellent job in her studies. She placed a high value on learning. She always strives to do her best, and that is the kind of person we are looking for each year when we select this award. We look for a student who inspires others through setting a good example, the student displays a high moral standard and acts upon her Christian beliefs. She always shows that desire to earn rather than to have things given to her. And I'm pleased this year to announce the Jerry Ann Segrist Memorial goes to Rachel Venner. Lori Segrist Memorial. I hate to compete with a flying bird in the gym. Okay, if we could have your attention up here. The Lori Segrist Memorial. Lori was Jerry Ann's younger sister. She was the one in the family who gave support to everybody else. We call this the Sunshine Award because Lori was the sunshine of everybody's life. She gave comfort, gave support. She did not seek attention, but gave a smile to others and helped them through their hard times. She had an inner beauty and strength, and that gave warmth to all around her. She is an unsung hero. She keeps on going in spite of any kind of hardship. Her motto is, face each day with joy and know that God is beside you. We are pleased this year to award this memorial to Amy Jessel. I have one more award to announce, and that is the Women's Leadership Award. And the recipient of this award is a person who gives freely of her time to organize school events and to see that everything runs smoothly. She cares that her classmates have a good educational and social experience. She works well with both her peers and with us on the school staff. She has carried out major responsibilities, such as homecoming and today's recognition assembly. She manages everything with ease and grace. At the same time, she keeps up her academic work and does a wonderful job as a teacher aide. Of course, I'm talking about Ann Snyder.
The next awards to be presented are for the 15 young men and women who were selected as Students of the Month this past year. These students have already been recognized in receiving this award, but because of the award's significance and because many of you may have been unaware of who the Student of the Month was for a particular month, we're going to call them forward to receive a certificate. Before we do, a few brief words about the Student of the Month program. This is a county-wide program sponsored by the Kiwanis and Key Clubs of Medina County. Each of the 8 county high schools chooses one female and one male Student of the Month for each month from October through May. Each high school then sends 2 delegates each month to a county meeting to select a Medina County Student of the Month. You may have noticed that our Students of the Month are not necessarily just those students with the highest grade point average. Students are selected on the basis of multiple achievements in the following 6 areas: academics, music, drama, and athletics, employment, leadership, awards and honors, and school and community service. Those of you who will be juniors or seniors next year will be eligible to apply for a Student of the Month. To do so, you simply pick up an application form from me. They will be available early in the 92-93 school year. Get all the various parts of the application filled out and turn it back in. Your form will be on file with those of the other applicants. And for those students who are not chosen in a particular month, your application remains on file, so of course it's not necessary to submit a new application for the next month. Incidentally, I do not choose the Students of the Month. I serve simply as the faculty advisor. All of the work is done by a committee of 5 students who each month review all the applications that have been turned in and select the new Students of the Month. Each member of my committee also goes to 3 or 4 additional meetings in Medina to select the county Students of the Month. And at this time, I'd like to recognize and thank this year's committee. I will not ask them to come forward, but they are juniors Connie Dale and Leah Anglin, and seniors Jim Nemeth, Grant Potts, and Jenny Giordano. I might add that Jenny has served on this committee for the past 2 years. Thanks again to all 5 of you for your work and dedication. And now I'll ask Mr. Palya to assist me by reading the names of the students of the month while I hand out their certificates. Please come forward when your name is called.
Thank you, Mr. Greckney. Our students of the month for October was Kelly McCarthy and Jim Williams. Kelly and Jim. Outstanding students of the month for November were Monique Marr and Don Hurley. Don? The outstanding students of the month for the month of December, Jenny Giordano and John Feaster. He's coming behind you, Roger. For the month of January, Ann Snyder and Brad Demeter. For the month of February, we had Hillary Holsworth. Hillary? For the month of March, we had Heather Haley and Jeremy Gott. Outstanding seniors for the month for April were Chris Jennings and Eric Thompson. And for the month of May, Jeanette Wise and Mark Blumen. Mark?
For many generations, seniors sat here and honored a very special senior woman. In the 70s, that was changed to include a young man. Today, that award is known as the Outstanding Seniors. It's a unique award. There's no nominating committee. There's no committee that decides the finalist. Only you, the senior class. It's someone that you have lived with for 12 years who has earned your respect, your admiration, and your friendship. I'm proud to announce this year's winners, Jim Williams and Jennifer Bruni.
The Gyro Club of Wadsworth, which is a part of Gyro International, is comprised of 24 business and professional men in the city who are devoted to the Gyro philosophy of personal poise, power, and purpose on behalf of greater understanding and appreciation and respect for the higher ideals of human relations and family friendship. Gyro International was started in 1912 at Western Reserve University in Cleveland, Ohio. I had the good fortune of helping create the Wadsworth Gyro Club in 1956, and today it enjoys the same continuing dedication toward making our lives more interesting and rewarding. Additionally, gyros everywhere across the USA and Canada provide significant opportunity
for greater understanding and friendship, whether family, fraternal, national, or international. In light of these particular qualities of life with tribute for personal character, human consideration, integrity, and joy of life, the Wadsworth Gyros are delighted to recognize a young man who stood out as head of the pack, one who didn't abandon the pack, but who chooses to lead the pack by exemplifying his many ideals and traditions of our own good gyro pack in Wadsworth. This young man is a devoted Christian who has led an exemplary model of life for Christian beliefs and values. He is a leader, is polite, a gentle person. He gets along with everyone and is always willing to help. Because of his religious beliefs, he chose not to play basketball on game nights on Friday nights. This conviction did not cause any conflict with his teammates. His open and easygoing attitude prevented many negative attitudes on his team. He is an excellent student and plans to continue his education. With great personal and fraternal gratitude for this opportunity, we Gyros of Wadsworth extend our hand in friendship and tribute to a great deserving leader of the pack, Rob Peck. I see they anticipated this. His name is already on the plaque. Thank you. Congratulations.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to congratulate you all. The Edward Goldstein Award is given by the family in memory of Ed Goldstein. It's a character award. Ed Goldstein was certainly a man of good character to everyone who knew him. The Goldsteins moved into this community in 1942. Ed was a pharmacist and owned the G&H drugstore, which was where the VFW is now. For a long time, they were the only Jewish family in Wadsworth. They were a very well-liked family, and 3 of the 5 children went on from here to become doctors. It's an honor for me to present these awards, as I knew the family very well, and I still know them. Our winner of the Ed Goldstein Award is a quiet and unassuming person, as Ed Goldstein was. He ranks in the top 40 of his class. He is well-liked and respected by his classmates and teachers. He's excelled in baseball. He was picked for the Suburban League second team for outfielder this year. He works at the Great Oak Cinema and plans to attend John Carroll University to study business. He values family life and hopes to someday work and raise a family in a community like Wadsworth. The winner of the Ed Goldstein Award this year is Jim Namath. The Arnold Goldstein Award is given by the Goldstein family in memory of Arnie, Ed's son. Arnie graduated from here in 1954. He was an Eagle Scout and artist, president of his class, member of the National Honor Society, president of Student Council, very popular and well-liked. He was nominated to attend West Point, but instead chose to go to Oberlin College, where he was president of his class. He went to medical school and became a flight surgeon in the U.S. Navy. He died at sea July 19, 1964, in a helicopter accident at the age of 27. Our recipient this year fits Arnie's description in that he is a friend to everyone. An all-around nice guy, scholar, and athlete. He excelled in football, earning conference honors. In baseball, he was named to the Suburban League team for third base this year. He was elected to National Honor Society as a junior. He is active in his church, being on the youth council, and his goal to is attend Miami U and major in business. This year's winner of the Arnold Goldstein Award is Don Hurley.
take just a moment to thank particularly the parents that are here today and those students that were recognized this morning. Particularly, I'd like to thank the entire student body for your fine cooperation today. I know it's not easy. Josh, did you want to make a speech? Okay. Those students that were recognized today, and those students that were not recognized today, I want you just to remember that the total recognition, I know the birds are there, the total recognition that you're going to get is not always given every day. It's an accumulation of your day-to-day living. And someday a higher judge will judge you and give you a greater reward. And I hope that you live each day the best that you can. I'm extremely proud of this class of 1992. I hope many of you will be able to come next Sunday at their commencement and hear other honors and awards that they will receive. Again, I'd like to thank the parents this morning for your cooperation. I'll take all the complaints, and I'd like to give all the gratitude to the student council people that are here today, particularly Ann Snyder and Mrs. Frame, Mr. McNamara, and Dr. Nancy Meadows. We'd also like to invite the parents to stay for a short reception in the library afterwards. And those students that were recognized today, you are also invited to the library for a short reception. The library will be closed today. At this time, in keeping with the Wadsworth High School tradition that we've established a few years ago, the seniors may stay seated for a little bit. We'd like to dismiss ladies first to go to your first period class. Ladies. Senior ladies, if you'd like.